The following portion of Social Seniors is sponsored by Legend Senior Living.
Hi everybody, welcome back here on Good Day Kansas. We continue from Legend of Hutchinson for our Social Seniors segment today. We have Staff Sergeant Glenn Core with us. He served 6 years in the Air Force, and today we're going to talk about that. We're also going to talk about this trumpet here because that's played a vital part of his life. Right. Thanks so much for your service, and thanks for being with us today, Glenn.
Thank you very much to be here.
Yeah, so tell us about this trumpet.
Well, this one has been a baby of mine. I started playing trumpet when I was about 9 years old.
Wow.
My mother was very adamant that we would take music lessons. I wanted to play football in high school, but they said, no, we've got too much money invested in trumpets and we don't want to get a tooth knocked out or something. So I sat up in the bleachers playing this doggone horn even in high school. But the story is, in the senior year, we always had a big band concert. I'm originally from Pennsylvania. And we would have like 200-300 guys in our band. So our guest conductor this year was Colonel Howard. And he was the band conductor of the Air Force Band. And after rehearsal, he asked for about 3 of us to come down to the front row. He wanted to talk to us. And I was one of the 3. And he said, if you're an realist in the Air Force, I want you to come in and play in Washington, D.C. Now, I lived in Lebanon, Pennsylvania, which was just a hop, skip, and a jump to Washington. Oh, great. So I enlisted, went through basic training, got to end of my basic training, and they didn't know what to do with me because there were no orders cut. They had no idea what, and I said, well, Colonel Howard has promised that if I enlisted, I would go into Washington, D.C. Well, about 3 months passed, and they didn't know what to do me. So about that time goes past, and the captain comes out, and he says, Core, he said, I got good news and bad news. And I said, really? Well, what's the good news? Well, the good news is we're forming a new band in Colorado Springs. Oh. I says, well, what's the bad news? He says, well, while they were trying to figure out what to do with you here in Washington, the trumpet section filled in Washington, D.C., but we're making a new band in Colorado Springs. So I started out in Colorado Springs.
Thank you again for your service and sharing your story. If you'd like to learn more about Legend of Hutchinson or Legend Senior Living, you can check out the website at the bottom of the screen. We have more of Good Day Kansas coming up right after this.
The previous portion of Social Seniors is sponsored by Legend Senior Living, the experts in assisted living and memory care.
At Legend Senior Living, your story doesn't fade, it grows. Every day brings new friendships, meaningful moments, and a life that feels fuller than ever. When care is needed, you'll find the highest quality at Legend. Thoughtful, advanced, and deeply personal. Visit Legend of Hutchinson or in Wichita, the Regent, Regent Park, and Park West. Because this chapter deserves to be just as meaningful as everyone before it.